I discovered something new in old school RuneScape. You don't get to say that every day, but it's true, and it's something genuinely interesting with a lot of talking points. But before we get into the juice, we need to give a quick overview regarding the basic mechanic, which is flinching. Now, for those who don't know, flinching is the act of attacking an NPC, then safe spotting it until it's out of combat, then hitting it again, and repeating the process. This allows the player to attack NPCs without taking any damage in return. However, it has one caveat. Ranged and magic do not work for this flinching method. While you can attack from a distance with these styles and attack monsters without taking damage if you're outside of its wander radius, you can't actually flinch around corners due to ranged and magic taking longer than melee to hit. So now we've covered that, we can get into the new discovery that I've made. While I was recording a video recently, I needed to use magic to kill Ahrim, the Barrow's brother. Now, normally you can't flinch an NPC using magic. However, with Ahrim, it turns out you can. I've got no idea why, and sometimes it doesn't work straight away and you've got to use one melee attack on him first. However, once it's set up, you can use this rock to flinch Ahrim and not take any damage back. Which has always worked with melee, but I've never seen it used with magic. Not on any NPC. I initially expected this was because of it using a combination of normal spellbook attacks and weakened spells, or the fact it wields a staff and is considered to be auto-casting, causing a 1-tick delay in attacks. Because for those who don't know, manually casting is 1 tick faster than auto-casting. But honestly, I have no idea why this works. If the reason was Ahrim auto-casting, then ranged should also work because it shares the same tick delay as magic attacks. However, I've tested many ranged weapons and not one works, even though it shares the same attack delay as manually casting spells. I even tested this on a similar NPC who has normal spellbook attacks and weakened spells just like Ahrim, which is the Dark Wizard, and I cannot replicate this behaviour. So I left this one to Mod Ash. I asked him about it and put, as far as I'm aware, traditional flinching should be impossible, and he responded that he genuinely wasn't sure about this. He even looked into Ahrim and Dark Wizard spellcasting scripts and they don't seem to work any differently. So I responded just saying, do you know any other NPCs that work this way? Any theories from your experience? And he put that he can't think of any theory at all, and he wouldn't even be sure what to think of. And he also goes on to say if you do come across any that it'd be interesting to hear about and maybe it'd help identify the cause. So this is why I'm making this video and I'm putting it out to you guys. If anyone can think of any reason that this works on Ahrim only, and if anyone makes any more discoveries, please feel free to comment them below. As a developer, it really intrigues me, and it's really interesting that Mod Ash doesn't know as well, seeing as he seems to know everything. And seeing as he can't find any discrepancies in the code between Ahrim and Dark Wizards, what is going on? Because I'm unsure. The leading theory for me is that because there's not really any documented proof that I can find that this has been in the game before, and the game's been out for a long time, my assumption was that it's recently been introduced. So maybe the combat achievement change to stop brothers instantly attacking on spawn caused it. But for starters, no other brothers are affected, and range still doesn't work, which it probably would if it was that cause. So it makes little sense. So maybe we can just put this one down to who in their right mind would use magic on Ahrim on a low level account and need a use for this? Well, me, I'm that guy. Anyways, that's all. All in all, not that useful for most, but interesting for sure and an awesome talking point. Like I said, if you've got any theories into why this works on only Ahrim and only with magic, feel free to leave them in the comments. I love discussions on this kind of stuff. Oh, and consider subscribing if this is new to you, which I know it is.